Hello, welcome back to Sports Beyond Cancer. We are right back to the chase. West Indies versus Scotland. Scotland are chasing a target of 183. This is Shourabh Vittalmurthy welcoming you all to Sports Beyond Cancer. And West Indies are set a target of 183 for Scotland. And Scotland start the innings chase by scoring 6 runs in the first over. And with George Munsey and Michael Jones out there in the middle, with Munsey finding a boundary of the 5th ball of the over. The ball was on the middle and he whips it from there, stayed low and hits the ball in the deep backward square leg fence, and that was 4 runs and 6 runs to start off the proceedings for Scotland. So kindly tune in for the live streaming of the Scotland versus West Indies game. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Your subscription will mean a lot, as this will keep me motivated to continue this journey of sports streaming and sports broadcasting as I continue to fight for my passion despite my 5th battle with cancer. And here you go, Jason Holder coming into the attack for the first time in this innings for the 2nd over. The batsman walks across the off stump and lets it go to the keeper. An outswinger there from Holder to start off the proceedings, and that will be a dot ball. Good evening, listeners, to all the people who have just joined in for this live stream between West Indies and Scotland. And that will be a wide ball from Holder. Error in line there. Wide ball. In the air. And he's been caught. First wicket there for Holder and West Indies. It was banged in shot, angling into the body of the batter. He goes for the wild shot towards the deep square leg region. A fielder stationed there only for that shot. And Jones will have to depart. Poor shot selection there. Found the only fielder stationed there for this very purpose. It was angling into the batter. Not that shot. He goes for the wild swipe across the leg stump, straight down the throat of Rutherford. He calmly positions himself and gracefully accepts the catch, and Holder celebrates the wicket of Michael Jones, who falls for 1 run after 5 balls. Scotland are 7 for 1. West Indies draw first blood here, and that will be the end of Aaron Jones. He has to make the long walk back. The new batter out there in the middle is McMullen. He's been in good form too. The West Indies will be eager to get a few more wickets to pile up the pressure on the opposition in the chase for 183. This is the match 2 of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup, and Jason Holder running in as West Indies try to defend 182. Good ball. Tapped it to the short cover. No run out there. West Indies draw first blood in this chase. A fielder positioned there in the deep square leg region, and the batter hits straight down the throat. A well ball delivery, angling into the body. No much room there. And first wicket there as Rutherford completes an easy catch. This time batter tries to come down the ground and beautifully drives past the left of the bowler. and past the mid-off fielder. A wonderful, wonderful shot played along the ground. A wonderful display of stroke play there. 4 runs and he's off the mark there with a wonderful, wonderful boundary. Walks down the pitch, head straight, bat straight, and goes along with the line. A beautiful shot. All admiration for the shots there. 4 runs and he's opened his account. This time an outswinger once again, but all he can do is tap it to the point fielder, straight to the fielder. No run there, and that'll be the end of the over. After 2 overs, Scotland are 11 for 1. So, set a target of 183. It is to be seen how Scotland go with the proceedings, especially with an early fall of the wicket there, with Aaron Jones departing early, not troubling the scorers much there. Just 1 run of 5 balls, and it'll be interesting to see how McMullen continues to play on this innings. And they have a pretty good lineup here. I mean, Brendan McMullen, Michael Alexander, Tom Bruce, Mark Watt. So it needs to be seen how they go about planning the chase. For 183, will they be cautious in the start? Who's going to play in the anchor innings? This time angling into the pads, and Muncy swipes it across from his legs. A fielder there for his protection there. It's evident that's his favorite shot, and that fielder at backward deep square leg region restricts the batter to only 1 run. West Indies initially had a tough time in their power play too, but they were cautious. They scored only 33 odd of the first 6 overs, with the likes of Shai Hope and Brandon King seeing off the new ball. McMullen times the ball, drives it, good timing there, but fails to find the gap, straight into the cover fielder there. No runs there. With a required run rate now climbing above 9.5. Scotland 12 for 1 after 2.2 overs. Ford into the attack. Coming over the wicket. Half tracker there. He spotted it early, and McMullen's eyes lipped up as soon as he saw the ball being banged in short. Lot of width there, and he hits it over the long on region for a maximum. Beautiful, beautiful 6 there. A gift for the batter. A lot of time there. No much pace in the ball, and a huge 77-meter 6 as it sails into the stands of the Eden Gardens. 6 runs for the batter and 6 runs for Scotland there. A wonderful, wonderful shot by McMullen. Second boundary of the day for him. He started his knock with a wonderful, wonderful drive past the mid-off for a boundary. And now he brings up his first maximum, 6 runs. Matthew Ford once again. A full-length delivery. McMullen charges down the ground and drives it in the sweeper cover region. Protection out there in the deep. 1 run to the tally. And Michael Jones would be extremely, extremely livid with himself the way he got out. He found the only fielder stationed out there in the deep, and he hit the ball straight to him, straight down the throat of Rutherford. And that was a poor shot selection, and hit it down straight down the throat of Rutherford. Earlier in this innings today, Hetmyer went bang on with beautiful shots. Probably I think around 6 or 7 sixes going all around the ground. Scored a brilliant 64 of 36 with a strike rate of 177.78, and set the tone for West Indies, especially after the 8th over mark. So Matthew Ford running in from over the wicket, this time angling into the wickets. The batsman tries to guide it towards the leg side, but is stopped at short mid wicket, and that will be no runs. So dot ball to end the over, and at the end of the 3 overs, Scotland are 20 for 1. To all our new viewers and audience, welcome to Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Shourabh Vittalmurthy. This is a new stint that I have started, especially as I've entered my remission phase. I have been battling my 5th cancer from the last 2.5 years, and now this is a new venture in this YouTube journey. So I am keen to continue my passion for sports journalism and cricket. And earlier I used to be in the field covering the sports and games. I was a sports journalist across India and New Zealand, and now because of cancer I have been bedridden from the past 2.5 years, and here I am striving to continue my passion, and this time via a new channel, via YouTube, which is pretty new to me. I hope and I have faith in the system that you guys will back me and also vouch for my passion for sports and sports journalism, cricket, and promoting the sports in the sports community. And kindly share with your friends, family, colleagues, relatives, children, grandchildren, parents, and that will do a big favor for me, as it will give me the right motivation to wake up every single day amidst all the chaos. I mean, it's pretty tough for me, especially to even accept that I have had 5 cancers without any reason at the age of 32 and had to lose it all. But still, that didn't keep me away from my passion for sports and journalism, and here I am trying through this new journey to stay in touch with my passion. And that's a beautiful cover shot through the covers, 4 runs for George Munsey via the bowling of Holder. So that's been my story. I hope you comment, hit the like button, and please join the sporting community and be an integral part, and stay tuned and hit the bell button, and stay tuned for more sporting action that we are going to cover over time. I'm gladly going to announce that I have entered the remission phase, and my plastic surgery is somewhere due around the corner. But I'm not going to lose hope. I am staying there. I'm staying resilient. I have been in this fight, especially with my 5th cancer from the past 2.5 years. The 5th cancer took me 2.5 years to recover. I mean, to just get cured. I have just entered the remission phase now, and I'm hoping to stay in touch with my passion of sports journalism and cricket via this channel. And this is a new venture for me, and this is a new learning curve for me. So I hope to do some justice to you all, and I hope to get your support, and I have faith in you guys, and the system and the world, the universe will have my back. No one can take my passion away from me, and I hope you guys help me through this tough phase of cancer which I have been battling. And but gracefully I have entered the remission phase. The 5th fight had been really tough. It lasted 2.5 years, and I'm still due to have my plastic surgery. And so right now I'm glad that the universe has provided me that I can cover games from home, right from the comfort of my desk and my television, and I can bring this live commentary to you guys. So kindly hit that subscribe button as we continue with the game. And this is Shourabh Vittalmurthy, just for a former journalist from India and New Zealand, and here I am covering the live coverage from Eden Gardens, Kolkata, as Scotland are 27 for 1 after 3.5 overs, as they are chasing a target of 183. So stay tuned for all sporting action, showing the support. Let's form a community, a sporting community, and let's all stand together and be there to uplift one another as we rise to keep the human spirit alive and promote resilience, positivity, and promote sports in the community. Jason Holder running in, bangs in shot well above the bowler's head. That should be a clear wide. Banged in too hard, goes flying over the bowler's head, and that will be a wide run. He'll have to re-bowl that once again. Jason Holder trying to outbounce the batter there. Puts in the extra effort, and unfortunately bangs it too high over the batter's head. Jason Holder running in this time from over the wicket, and it's in the air. Will the extra ball bring in a wicket? Just falls short of the fielder at mid-off, and the batters scamper for 1 run. The fielder has a shy at the batter's end, but the batters just making time. 1 run to end the over. That will be 29 for 1 after 4 overs, as Scotland require 154 runs and the required run rate climbs to 9.62. The partnership is slowly building, a cautious build though, especially after the fall of the first wicket. The partnership is now 22 of 16 balls, and Brandon McMullen, who's played a couple of beautiful shots, and George Munsey, who's playing his swipe across his legs, the shots which he is known for, has reached to 13 of 9. The West Indies camp has brought in Romario Shepherd into the attack for the first time in this innings. Romario Shepherd, the big tall man, the muscular man, has been given the responsibility to bowl the 5th over of the innings. He's making slight field changes out there in the middle as he gears to bowl the first ball of his spell as they try to defend 183 against Scotland. So Romario Shepherd, for the first time in this innings, running in to bowl to McMullen. Over the stumps, banged in shot, angling into the batter. All the batter can do is gracefully tap it to the fielder at the deep mid-wicket region, and the batsman easily comfortable crossover for 1 run. Romario Shepherd is generally known as the man with the golden arm. He has been crucial in providing breakthroughs for West Indies over the years, as well as for the franchise cricket. He plays all around the globe. A big power hitter who can give you 2 to 3 overs, sometimes 4 overs, but he's been good in this format. He's been made for this format, as once again he runs in, this time to bowl to Munsey. Banged in shot there. The batter tries to pull it. Protection out there in the deep. A couple of bounces in the deep mid-wicket region. All they can manage is 1 run. Protection out there in the deep. They know Munsey is going to go for the swipe across the leg stump, and all he can get is 1 run. Romario Shepherd, a crucial player for West Indies in this campaign, along with the likes of Shimron Hetmyer, Rutherford, Shai Hope. And what has he done there? He's played it on to his stump. Goes well wide outside the off stump. Tries to scoop the ball over the fine leg, only to manage to chop it on to his stumps. That'll be the end of McMullen there. A poor judgment there. Poor shot selection. He tried to premeditate the shot. Walks across the off stump. Tries to scoop it. And he chops it onto his stump as Brandon McMullen has to take the long walk back home towards the dressing room. He is being dismissed for 14. Looking for the scoop shot. Trying to be too cheeky out there. Fails to read the length there. And he is extremely unlucky as it takes the edge and it's crashed into the stumps. And he will have to depart for 14 runs. Bowled by Romario Shepherd. Right as I was saying, Romario Shepherd, the man with the golden arm over the years for West Indies and all the franchises. He's managed to pick up his first wicket in his first over, and West Indies are 31 for 2 and in deep trouble. The new batsman out there in middle is the Scotland skipper Richie Berrington, who averages 31.1 with a strike rate of 131 with a best of 100. He has 10 50s and 1 century to his name. He will be the key to anchor the innings for Scotland in this chase. Romario Shepherd banged in shot, good length delivery. He's off the mark, easy single on offer there. Shepherd is not happy with the fielder there. He wanted the new batter on strike, but the batter opens his account. Easily crossover for 1 run. Richie Berrington, the 38-year-old, the South African, the captain of Scotland, is out there in the middle. He will have to play a match-winning knocks here today to take Scotland home. Munsey this time, a good length delivery outside the off-stump hand. He drives it to the fielder at mid-off, and the batters complete 1 run. To all the listeners out there, please hit the comment button, hit the subscribe button on the channel, and support our cause and support our journey. This will be a motivation for me to wake up each day and bring you the live sporting actions from across the globe and develop this channel, and hopefully we can get in more sports, more sporting actions, so that we do justice to the responsibility as well as justice to my passion, which is covering sports and talking about sports and promoting sports across the community and encouraging sports participation to youngsters, especially in the grassroots, especially given that in India, sports is always secondary when it comes to young kids. I mean, given the WPL yesterday, how many of you would have seen there's not much women fans who watch women's sports. That's been a big factor, especially in India. A lot of women don't watch women's cricket, but they watch men's cricket, which is a big we need to bring a big shift around those things. Like, we need more women to watch women's sports. We need more parents to bring in their daughters into sports, like rope them into cricketing academies, give them a bat at a very young stage. Like, cricket needs to develop through the ranks. Not just cricket, any other sport needs to develop through the ranks, right from the grassroots. We were pretty unfortunate not to get access to sports in those years because education was considered primary, but I hope the things change very quickly around here. And after 5, Scotland are 33 for 2, and Shamar Joseph, the fast bowler, has been brought into the attack for the first time in this innings. A good length delivery outside the off stump. All he can do is tap it to the fielder at short cover, and that will be a dot ball. And also, it's been a good cricketing season. RCB winning the WPL, and then India under 19 came the major tournament, winning the under 19 World Cup, 50 over World Cup. What a knock by Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Take a bow, youngster. What a future he's going to have. The BCCI needs to grow him in the right direction, and we have a future star on our cards. Shamar Joseph, short of a length delivery, good length ball in the good length spot, hits the deck card. The ball was climbing on the batter, and it misses the blade and into the keeper's gloves. Good ball there, banged in shot, hits the deck hard, good seam position, and straight into the keeper's gloves. 2 dot balls to start the proceedings for Shamar Joseph in this innings. Muncy, 15 of 13, the last over before the end of the field restrictions. Short ball goes through the infield and races to the ropes down the boundary. 4 runs for Muncy. Lot of width on offer there. Lot of time to cut the ball, place it through the infield, and a beautiful shot. Goes past the field, the diving fielder at cover region. He cuts the ball through the infield, places it perfectly, doesn't try to hit the ball too hard, and no chance for the fielders there. Rolls into the ropes. 4 runs for Scotland and Muncy there. A wonderful shot by George Muncy on the offside, who generally favors the leg side, but this time a beautiful shot by George Muncy. Shamar Joseph running in, bangs in shot, and that's a beautiful catch by Hetmyer. What a catch! The ball was going away from him, and a beautiful catch in the fine leg, deep fine leg region. What a wonderful catch, full stretch catch going towards his right. The ball was travelling, hit pretty hard, and he puts in a full-fledged dive, and the batsman Muncy is stranded out there in middle. He can't believe what happened out there. A beautiful catch there from Shimron Hetmyer, the star of the West Indies, even during the batting, and he's now turning it on the heat on Scotland with his brilliant fielding effort. One-hander, that's a one-hander catch, full stretch drive. The ball was flying, travelling, and Shamar Joseph is running towards him as the West Indies team can't believe that he has pulled off a stunner here. And what a wonderful catch. Lot of animated scenes out there in the West Indies camp. What a full stretch dive. And Shimron Hetmyer pulled off the catch from thin air. George Muncy has to depart for 19 from 15. A beautiful, beautiful catch to bring the end of George Munsey. Brings the first wicket for Shourabh Joseph as Scotland struggling at 37 for 3 at 5.4 overs. Take a bow. What a catch. A brilliant, brilliant catch to send the batsman back to the pavilion. A short of a length delivery was there to be pulled, and the batsman gives it all, swivels his body across, goes for the pull. A wonderful shot. Any other fielder there, it was definitely a boundary, but Hetmyer, what a fielder in this generation, has his eyes on the ball till the end. 100% commitment. A lot of hunger there to get towards the ball. Makes in the initial movement, realizes the ball is travelling fast, puts in the dive, puts in the extra yard, and the ball latches onto his right hand, and he completes the catch with the slide, and that is the wicket for West Indies. Pure commitment at display out there. Wonderful, wonderful effort. The ball was travelling away from him in the direction, and he latches onto it so comfortably. A beautiful catch as Shourabh Joseph goes and lifts the fielder there. Wonderful, wonderful catch. Darren Sammy, the coach, is also running onto the field towards Hetmyer to congratulate on him on the catch. What a wonderful catch. One for the ages. One of the brilliant catches in the ICC World Cup tournaments. Shourabh Hetmyer, remember the name. What a beautiful catch to send Munsey back to the pavilion. Scotland 37 for 3 after 5.4. They require 146 in 86 balls with a required run rate of 10.19. That's the proceedings out there from the middle. Scotland find themselves in deep trouble. 37 for 3 chasing a target of 183, and that's how the situation is right now there in the middle here at Eden Gardens, Kolkata. The required run rate has climbed just over 10, to be precise 10.19, and I welcome all you new viewers and audiences, ladies and gentlemen. Kindly hit the subscribe button and support our journey so that we stay motivated and wake up with purpose every single day as we battle cancer for the 5th time and bring you the live action of sporting action from across the globe. And this subscription will mean a lot to me as it will keep me motivated and give me a ray of hope to continue my passion and stick along with my passion for sports and sports journalism and promoting sports in the community and positivity in the community. Shourabh Joseph, a false run up there, pulls off from the bowling there. He will have to go back to the run up and bowl it again. So 146 required of 86. A wonderful catch that's left the Scotland cap stunned. The entire dugout in the Scotland camp looks stunned with the blinder from Hetmyer. He pulled the catch out of thin air. Shourabh Joseph running in, bangs in shot. Wide outside the off stump. Goes for the cut, misses it. The ball was climbing on him and into the keeper's gloves. Beg your pardon, Tom Bruce is in the middle out there. Once again, let's look at the reply. The ball was travelling full-fledged drive. Hetmyer, take a bow. Eyes on the ball to all the youngsters watching out there. That's how you need to take the catch. Have the eyes on the ball until the end. Stay hungry to reach towards the ball. Give it all and put in the dive and completes the catch comfortably. Straying down the leg, Joseph this time. White ball, an extra run, and he will have to re-bowl that once again. 38 for 3, 5.5 overs, beg your pardon. And that's how things look like now in the middle here for Scotland. Thank you to all the folks who have joined in to listen to this live stream between the West Indies versus Scotland, the Group C opener, the second match of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. Good length ball there, banged in hard into the deck. The batter taps it towards the point region. Dot ball there, and that'll be the end of the over. Just 5 runs coming off it, and Scotland are 38 for 3 after 6 overs. And they require 145 of the next 84 balls, that is 14 overs. A good spectacle of cricket. What a start to the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. Pakistan narrowly winning a game today in this morning. courtesy a dropped catch by Max Dawood, and Fahim Ashraf capitalizing on it and scoring 22 runs of the next 4 balls as Pakistan win by 3 wickets and 3 balls to spare. And now this beautiful encounter between West Indies and Scotland as the power play ends. Scotland are 38 for 3 with a target of 183. And stay tuned for tonight's game. India take on USA, the defending champions. Will they be able to create history, becoming the first team to defend the title ever in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup? And also, will they be the first team to win the T20 title at their very, very home? Gudakesh Moti, the left-arm spinner, into the attack. Well-flighted delivery, and the batter taps it to the sweeper cover region. 1 run to the batter there. Berrington. Bruce is yet to get off the mark. 2 new batters out there in the middle. What will be Scotland's approach going ahead in this game? How will they plan their chase? Who is going to play the anchor knock? Who is going to be the aggressor? 183 on the cards. And they are 39 for 3 after 6.1. Short ball angling into the pads. And he taps it to the long on region. 1 run to the batter there. And Bruce is off the mark here. A lot of concerned faces out there in the Scotland camp. 143 runs required of 83, 3 wickets down. 82, beg your pardon. 3 wickets down, and 2 new batters out there in the middle in the crucial stage of this innings. The mid phase of this innings, beg your pardon. Moti once again, well-flighted delivery. Beautiful ball there, angling into the batter. And he taps it to the mid-on fielder. 1 run, no more than that. To all the listeners who have just joined in, Scotland are 40 for 3. And George Munsey has been just dismissed as Hetmyer pulled a blinder in the last over. A catch for the ages. Gudakesh once again. That'll be 1 run to Berrington. West Indies have been good with their bowling today, especially the lengths, and they have managed to cramp the batsmen for room, and the batsmen are unable to generate their shots. This time angling into the pads, onto the pads, too risky shot, goes for the wild sweep, and it takes an edge and goes to the deep square leg region. That'll just be 1 run. 5 runs coming off the 5 balls, 1 ball to go in this over. Pretty decent over there from Gudakesh Moti. This time once again angling into the pads, drifting onto the pads, and that crashes into the pads, and no runs out there. Just 5 of the over. A wonderful start to his spell by Gudakesh, and that will be 43 for 3 after 7 overs as Scotland require 140 runs of 78 balls. And before that, Michael Jones was caught by Rutherford. He will be kicking himself as he pulled the ball to the lone fielder stationed out there in the deep. Probably the plan of West Indies to bowl in short and force the batsman to play the pull shot, and he fell for it and he was caught easily by Rutherford. And Brandon McMullen, trying to be too cheeky out there too early into the game, tried to scoop the ball over the fine leg from well outside the off stump, only to chop the ball onto his stumps, and he had to depart for 14. Well, now the pressure is on the 2 batters out there in the middle. Richie Berrington, the Scotland skipper, as well as Tom Bruce, who will have to be sensible going ahead in this stage. This time Akeal Hosein back into the attack. The batter tries to go inside out and welcomes Akeal Hosein with a big 6. A beautiful shot. Backs away outside the leg stump. Makes room for himself. Creates that space. Goes inside out. And the ball sails over the infield, sails over the fielder in the deep. And that will be 6 runs over the sweeper cover region. A beautiful shot. Akeal Hosein is surprised out there. A lot of emotions being expressed out there by the bowler. He's been welcomed with a big 6 as the Scotland skipper tries to up the ante and put pressure on the new bowler out there. Akeal Hosein running in, this time onto the pads. He goes for the sweep shot, fails to get some good connection of it, only can manage an edge, and the ball goes to the short fine leg fielder, and Romario Shepherd puts in the full length dive. An easy stop there for the big man there, and that'll just be 1 run. Scotland have reached 50 now after 7.2 overs with a run rate of 6.82, and the required rate is slowly climbed to 10.5. Akeal Hussain for the third time in this over. Good length ball, a little bit short. The batter rocks back and pulls it to the deep mid-wicket fielder there. 1 run there. Akeal Hussain, one of the key bowlers for West Indies in this tournament. He's been a prominent figure in T20 formats across the leagues in different franchises across the globe, and West Indies will be keen to use his spin to that effect, given a lot of the games are being played here in India too. So good fielding out there, but the fielder in long on cuts it down to 1 run. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all our new listeners to Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Shourabh Vittalmurthy, battling my 5th cancer, and here I am covering the sports coverage right from my home desk as I have entered, good news, right, as I've entered my remission phase and rehab phase. I try to keep my passion for sports alive, and this is the way. This is a new venture on YouTube, and I welcome you all. Kindly support the channel by hitting the subscribe button. The subscription will give me a hope and motivation to wake up each day and cover sports from the very comfort of my desk as I enter remission. The 5th cancer had been really bad. I fought with it for 2.5 years, and I'm lucky now that I've entered remission. So thank you for all the support. I hope you guys stay tuned with me throughout and help me along this journey, not just my cancer journey, but along the journey of my following my passion for sports and cricket and journalism. This time goes inside out. A flighted delivery goes over the top of the gully and the point region. 2 runs in the taking, and that will be the end of the over. 55 for 3 after 8. So that was my story. That was my journey. I'm a former journalist from India as well as New Zealand, covering major leagues across the globe, including the Tokyo Olympics 2020. So cancer struck me for the 5th time, and I had to get back home, and a very hard fought battle, especially the 5th one. 2.5 years with it. And here now I am. I have defeated it, but I have entered remission now. Still a couple of plastic surgeries to go, but I'm here covering the sports just for you, just for all the fans out there. So please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like button, and please join the sporting community, and let's show it to the world that we can uplift one another and spread positivity in the community, and we can show the power of the human spirit to the world out there. I mean, battling 5 cancers at the age of 33 has been extremely difficult. I mean, I haven't come in terms with it, how to accept it, but this passion for sports and sports journalism and cricket has kept me alive. So that is my story, and that is the reason behind the name of the channel, Sports Beyond Cancer, because I want to see life beyond the 5 cancers and give it all for one thing that I love the most, the one thing that gives me positivity, and that is sports. So please share with your friends, family, as well as your cousins, relatives, sons, children, kids, grandparents, grandchildren. Moti is back into the attack. Well flighted delivery this time. Oh, unlucky there. Flies off the outside edge and goes past the short third man fielder there, racing away into the boundary. That will be 4 runs for the Scotland skipper there. Unlucky on the bowler there. Cricket can be a cruel game. A well tossed up delivery. The batter tries to go inside out, gets the fine edge, past the fine leg, short third man fielder. 4 runs. Banged in short this time. The batter rocks back and he taps it to the sweeper cover region. 1 run for Berrington there. So that's my story. I hope you guys show the faith in me, show the faith in my journey, and show the faith in my channel, as YouTube is pretty new to me and I'm on the learning curve. Kindly excuse me if there are any mistakes, or if I do any mistakes along the journey. We'll all shall uplift one another, and we all shall learn over the go, because sports has always been my thing, and sports has been the main thing that has helped me battle through the 5 cancers. I mean, I always clinged on to it to get over it, and now I'm extremely happy that I have entered the remission phase. And there you go. That's me. Once again, has it been caught? The ball stops on him and the batter pushes it back towards the bowler. And Moti seems to have taken the catch. He's claiming the catch there. Is it the fall of the 4th wicket for Scotland? Moti seems to be confident there. A good length delivery stopped on the batter there. The batter was caught in two minds, whether to go on the back foot or front foot. All he can do is tap it back to the bowler, and a diving effort by Gudakesh Moti there. He seems to be confident about the catch. And oh no, looking at the replays, the ball has just pitched on to the ground before reaching his hands. No wonder there, that's a not out. No wonder the batsman stood his ground. A reprieve for the batter there. That'll be not out. And that'll be the end of the over. A very well over ball by Gudakesh. Just 6 runs coming off it. An unfortunate boundary flying off the edge. And Scotland are 61 for 3 after 9. (61 for 3). And with 122 required in 66 balls, the run rate has slowly climbed up to over 11 now. I beg your pardon, to be precise, it's 11.09. The required run rate slowly climbing there. Scotland find themselves in deep trouble. Someone has to press the accelerator. Will it be the Scotland skipper Berrington, who's going to take the charge of the chase today? Will he be able to play the captain's knock? Shemar Joseph back into the attack. Full angling into the right-hander. Onto the pads, and Berrington flicks it to the deep mid-wicket region. Only managed to get 1 run there. Shemar Joseph running in, banks the ball short and hits the deck hard, and that'll be an easy catch for Holder in the mid-off region, and he's made a mess of it. He's dropped the catch. A sitter dropped from Holder, and he points his hands towards the lights. That's an easy catch dropped. He was running back, and a tall fielder of his caliber at this level should have taken that catch comfortably. He blames the lights. Probably the light got in his eyesight, and that'll be 2 runs for the batter there. The batter gets yet another reprieve. This time banged in shot. Good length delivery. Tries to drive the ball straight to the mid-off fielder. No run there. 64 for 3 after 9.3. Thank you for everyone who have been tuning on to this channel to listen to the live stream between West Indies and Scotland, the second game of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. The first game won by Pakistan narrowly, just by 3 runs, courtesy a dropped catch in the penultimate over, and the batter capitalizing on it and scoring 22 runs of the next 4 balls. Shemar Joseph banks in shot, way too high. That'll be white ball, and the umpire flexes his arms out there. White ball signaled, and he will have to reball it once again. Chasing a target of 184, 118 required from 63 for Scotland. Run rate climbing close to 11.5 now. Someone has to press the accelerator. Joseph running in. Change of place. Good variation there. Left of the bowler. Tries to stop the ball, but gets past him. And batters easily cross for 1 run. A change of pace there from the bowler. An off cutter rolls his finger over the ball. And the batters scamper for 1 run. To all our new listeners out there, welcome to Sports Beyond Cancer. Thank you for being an integral part of this journey. And I just explained the name Sports Behind Cancer, why I have kept this name, and I hope you show the faith in me and hit that subscribe button and the like button and share it with your friends and family, and help me fight for my passion, fight for my life, and fight for the love of sports, and uplift one another as we go along this journey and spread positivity and promote sports participation, sports development all throughout the community, right from the grassroots to the elite level. One more ball left in the over. Mid-stage in this chase. Scotland 67 for 3, 9.5 overs. Joseph running in for one last time in this over. Runs in hard. Bangs in. Hits the deck hard. Good length delivery. In swinging ball. Goes past the bat. Misses the stump. Climbs on the batter, and that'll be a dot ball. What a great ball to end the over. Just 6 runs coming off Joseph's second over. And that'll be 67 for 3, and Scotland require 116 from 60 ball. Let's have a look at the batters to come for Scotland. Oliver Davidson, Michael Alexander, Mark Watt yet to come in. Beg your pardon. It's a no ball out there. And that'll be a free hit. Shimar Joseph has bowled a no ball, and it'll be a free hit for Bruce. Will this break the shackles for Scotland? A Yorker length delivery. And he goes for the shot. Tries to flick it, finds the edge, and the ball trickles down towards the rope in the fine leg region. The fielder from the backwards deep square leg region can't cut it out there. The ball trickles down to the ropes, and that'll be 4 to end the over. Beg your pardon. 11 runs off the over, and now Shimar Joseph over comes to an end. That'll be 72 for 3 after the end of 10 overs. A much required boundary for Scotland. 111 required of 60. With the required run rate now close to 11.1 runs required. A couple of good batters still left in the Scotland camp who are yet to come out there in the middle. So Scotland still have a chance to believe that they can win this game. They will have to play sensibly, and someone, I believe it's going to be the captain, who needs to play the anchor knock out there in the middle. As Akeal Hosein is back into his second over. Banged in shot this time. Poor ball there. Into the pads. Banged in shot. And the batter swivels across. Pulls it over the deep square leg region. Comfortably accept this gift. And that's into the stands. 6 runs for the Scotland skipper there. What a wonderful shot there. Banged in shot. The ball stayed low. And the skipper watched it till the end and goes for the pull shot, swivels his body, shifts his weight, turns around, and that's a 70-meter 6 going over the deep square leg region. 6 runs into the taking, and that's been 78 for 3 after 10.1. 2 boundaries coming off the last 2 balls, and that will be some signs of positivity for Scotland out there. Well, it seems like Scotland have decided to counter-attack Hosein today and let him not settle. Once again angling into the pads. Poor ball there. All he can manage is an edge. And the fielder at short fine leg puts in the dive a little bit late. The ball is unhappy. And once again it goes to the boundary. 4 runs for Berrington there. Poor effort there from the fielder there. Puts in a late dive. And the ball trickles down the rope to the boundary. The bowler is extremely unhappy there. 3 continuous boundaries for Scotland here as they make some amends to come back into this game, as they try to get closer to the run rate. Banged in shot this time, failed to time the ball. All he can manage is to hit the ball towards the deep mid-wicket region. They were interested for the second run, but Bruce denies and they settle for 1. 83 for 3. 100 runs required for Scotland. 100 more runs required for Scotland in this Group C opener here right at the Eden Gardens coming from Kolkata. 100 runs from 57 balls. That's the equation there. And Akeal Hosein running into Bruce this time onto the pads, angling into the pads, and all he can do is tuck the ball towards the deep square leg fielder and easily pick up a single there and gives the strike back to the skipper Berrington. Richie Berrington batting on 32 of 17. 2 fours and 2 sixes. He is the one who needs to take the game deep to Scotland and give them a chance to chase the target. 99 more required. This time banged in shot. Goes for the full shot. Doesn't get a good connection there. Wide off long on fielder there. And the batters easily take 2 runs there. The ball was meant to be hit. Poor bowling once again from Akhil there. The batter fails to capitalize on it, and all he can manage is 2 runs to the tally. An expensive over for West Indies here. 14 runs coming off it with 1 ball to go. This time Akhil Hossain darted beautifully towards the middle stump. The batter makes rooms for himself and tries to cut it past the point fielder, but unfortunately hits it straight to the point fielder. No runs out there. Nevertheless, a good over for Scotland. Will this bring the much required momentum shift that they were looking for all through the innings? 14 runs coming off it. Scotland are 86 for 3 and the run rate has slowly dropped to less than 11 now. 10.78 required as Scotland need 97 runs in 54 balls. India will be taking on USA later today. The match happening at Mumbai at 7 p.m. Please drop in your comment. Who do you think India needs to open with? Do they still need to show faith with Sanju Samson at the top along with Abhishek Sharma, or do we need to go with Ishan Kishan and Abhishek Sharma at the top of the order and go bang on right from the word go? Well, the management needs to take a tough call because Sanju Samson was in good form, especially in 2024, scoring 3 centuries during that season and one off season against New Zealand. And will it be fair on the cricket player to be dropping him, especially after he's been showing some promising signs over the years? 1 bad series against New Zealand and he's had a pretty bad here. So does the management need to take the tough call? I'm not sure how the management goes on with it. Let's see tonight at 7 p.m. right from Mumbai, India taking on USA. Romario Shepherd has been given the ball once again. Slower off cutter outside the off stump. And that will be 2 runs in the long off region for Bruce. This time there he's smashed it over the deep mid-wicket region. A beautiful 6. Back of the hand delivery. And it goes into and it slips from his hand and it's a full toss. And he smashes it over the deep mid-wicket region, sailing into the stands. A gift on offer and Bruce accepts it with both the hands. Smashes it for a big 6. A turnaround for Scotland here. They have been scoring a lot of runs in the past 2 overs. They are carrying the momentum along with them. This time banged in shot in a good length delivery. And he tries to pull it hard. Only managed to pull it to the mid-off region. 1 run to the batter there. Going back to the previous ball. What a wonderful shot. A full toss on offer. Back of the hand delivery. The batter's eyes lit up as soon as he saw the ball was coming as a full toss. Smashes it across the line. 6 runs to Tom Bruce and Scotland. A change of bat for the Scotland skipper out there. Probably he's getting in the long handle with the required run rate above 10, now inching towards 10.35. Someone has to play the role of the aggressor while someone has to play the role of the anchor. Let's see how things go. Shepherd running in, bangs in shot. Poor ball there. A change of bat has done wonders for the captain there. Banged in shot, lot of room, lot of width there, and the batter gracefully cuts the ball over the infield, over the point region. No protection out there in the deep. Poor bowling. He's bowling against his fielding plan. No fielders out there in the deep. All the fielders are standing just like spectators out there, and that's a beautiful shot. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Hit it over the infield and it goes into the point region for a wonderful 4. Scotland are suddenly making a comeback in this game. This partnership has slowly climbed into 62 out of 36 out of nowhere. Silently, they have creeped to a partnership of unbeaten 62 of 36. What a beautiful shot. The last 3 overs, Scotland have piled up the pressure on the opposition. They are slowly inching back towards making a comeback in this game. A fuller length delivery. Moves his front leg across. Drives it straight to the fielder at the long on region. 1 run. And that will be the 100 for Scotland. Scotland reaches 100 runs for the fall of 3 wickets at 11.5. 83 runs required in 49 balls. This partnership has definitely given them a glimmer of hope to come back into this game, as West Indies will be kicking themselves with a poor choice of deliveries, poor lengths they have been bowling. This time, once again, a Yorker length delivery. Manages to squeeze it to the short fine leg fielder there. Akil Hussain there. The batter scamper for a quick single. Akil Hussain has a shy at the stump. Misses the target, but the batter was comfortably home. And that will be 1 run. An expensive over for West Indies there. A very good over for Scotland. 15 coming off it. And that will be 101 for 3 after 12 with the required run rate. Now 10.25. Scotland suddenly piling up the pressure. They started slow, especially with this partnership. There were 2 new batters in the middle. And slowly they have built a partnership of 38 of 64 balls. The previous 2 overs giving away 9 runs. They managing to score 40 runs of the last 3 overs. That's a brilliant statement out there. 40 runs coming off the last 3 overs. They are slowly playing the aggressive knock here. Identifying the riding run rate has been climbing since the last 4 overs. And beautifully they have managed to pace their innings. 40 runs of the last 3 overs. And the equation now is 82 of 48. As Gudakesh Mothi is back into the attack, angling into the bowler, pulls in shot as soon as he sees the bowler. Batter is coming down the track, well bowled, adjusted his line and length at the last moment, but the batter, all he can manage is, as he mistimes the ball towards the cow corner, the batters easily complete 2 runs there. To all our new listeners who have joined here, Shimron Hetmyer has been the star of the day with the bat initially, and then he pulled off a blinder to dismiss Georgie Muncy. What a blinder. He pulled it out of thin air. A full stretch diving catch with one hand at the fine leg region. Deep fine leg region. Once again. In the air, and this should be easily taken at covers. Oh my god, he's missed it. He's dropped the catch. What a drop catch that. Well outside the off stump. Well bowled. The batsman had to stretch to play the ball there. Straight into the hands of the fielder in the cover region. And he drops a sitter. What a drop catch that. Is this going to be costly for West Indies here? Berrington. 1 run to deep extra cover region. Tom Bruce dropped by Ford. Matthew Ford. An easy catch there for the fielder there. Mothi is not surprised. This time he bangs in shot. Poor ball. And Tom Bruce rubbing salt on the wounds of the West Indies camp there. Given a reprieve there from the drop catch. Rocks back and smashes it over the stands. Over the mid-wicket region. 6 runs. Rubbing salt on the wounds of the West Indies fielders on Matthew Ford. And now on the West Indies camp. He's been given a reprieve. Can he capitalize on it? Can he go big today? A beautiful shot nevertheless. 6 runs for Tom Bruce as he marches to 32 of 23. What a wonderful shot. Shai Hope seems to have some words with Gudakesh there. A poor length there from the bowler. A pep talk from Shai Hope. 2 balls to go. A wonderful shot. The bowler seems to be extremely disappointed, frustrated with the drop catch. Shai Hope perhaps asking him to put it behind and continue with his bowling. This time, good length delivery outside the off stump, tapped towards wide of short cover, and the batters will easily complete 1 run. The partnership has now climbed to an unbeaten 75 of 43. They were at 37 for 3 out of 6 overs, and suddenly now they are going towards the target, requiring 71 of 43 overs. This time makes room for himself, backs off and shuffles across the leg stump and smashes it past the covers in the air, wide of long off, and the fielder at long off, Holder, will cut it off and pull the ball back in within the ropes, as the batters can only find 2 runs there. So that's a yet another good over. 13 runs coming off it, and 53 runs coming off the last 4 overs for Scotland. 53 runs from last 4 overs, and they are definitely back in this game. What a statement by these 2 batters here. They were 37 for 3 and 53 runs coming off the last 4 overs. It all started with the no ball and the free hit and the boundary, and then since then they have managed to gain that momentum and take it forward and counterattack the West Indies bowlers. And the partnership is now 77 of 44 as Scotland are 114 for 3 with 69 runs required of 42 balls. Tom Bruce and Richie Berrington, the Scotland skipper, a wonderful unbeaten partnership, 77 of 44, especially the last 4 overs. 50 plus runs coming off the last 4 overs. What a wonderful way to get back into this game, to give them a chance to put up a fight against the massive total set by West Indies, 182. The total looks massive, especially because the top order crumbled and they were just 37 for 3 after 6 overs. And here they are. They require 69 runs from 42 balls as Jason Holder has been given the responsibility to bowl in the next over. 69 required of 42 balls. That's the equation out there in the middle. Live from Eden Gardens, from Kolkata. The lights are on, and this is going to be an interesting chase. What a spectacle of cricket we have on our cards. First day of the T20 World Cup 2026. A great start to the tournament as Pakistan narrowly won the game by 3 wickets and 3 balls to spare, courtesy a dropped catch. And now a crucial match on the cards, West Indies versus Scotland, and it looks well poised as Scotland require 69 of 42 and with 7 wickets in hand. This is going to be an interesting chase, and I hope this one too will go down the wire. First ball by Jason Holder. A good ball there. 1 run, squeezed it to the backward point region by Bruce, and the batsman easily crossover for 1 run. Someone between these two will have to play the long innings, will have to take the game deep, while the others around them will have to take the extra risk of going big. Who is going to put up the bat? Who is going to put up their hand and play the Yankees knock and play the aggressive knock? This time banged in shot. Lot of width there, and he's hit it straight down the throat of the deep backward point fielder there. A slower ball there, a slower bouncer, banged in shot, and he hits it straight down the throat of the fielder. The Scotland skipper has to depart. He has to make the long walk back. Jason Holder bangs in shot, rolls the finger. It was a slow bouncer. The fielder was stationed for this. A lot of width, and he cuts the ball straight into the hands of the fielder, Shamar Joseph, position at the deep point region. And that will be the end of the innings for Berrington. A wonderful cameo. 42 of 24 with an impressive strike rate of 175. He's managed to recover the innings for Scotland, especially given they were 37 for 3 at the end of the power play. And a beautiful partnership of 78 of 46 comes to an end, courtesy Jason Holder, who's dismissed the Scotland captain here. To all our new listeners here, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and thank you for joining in and supporting our cause and being an integral part of my journey, my cancer battle, my 5th battle with cancer. And that is the reason why I'm here on YouTube, as I have entered the remission phase of the 5th battle with cancer, which I've been battling since the past 2.5 years. And here we are building a sports community, and that is the name behind the channel, Sports Beyond Cancer, as we cover live games, live sporting actions from across the globe. Please hit the like button as this will give me a motivation and hope to wake up each day, especially during this remission phase, to come here, come before you, and have the confidence to speak about sports, do the watch alongs, do the live commentary, and give you the live coverage of sporting action from across the globe. Please share with your friends, family, and all the sports fanatics, and let's build the sporting community here. Jason Holden here has become the first person to bag in 100 T20 international wickets for West Indies here. Jason Holder, take a bow, the West Indian all-rounder, the first West Indian to bag 100 T20 international wickets. That's a great achievement for West Indies out there. Matthew Cross will be the new batter coming in for Scotland here. I kindly request you, to all the listeners, please hit the subscribe button and support this cause, support this journey, support this battle with cancer, the 5th battle with cancer. Please hit that comment button, hit that subscribe button, share with your friends, share with your family. Let's all be a part of this big sporting community, Sports Beyond Cancer, and show the power behind uplifting one another as I cover this sport, give me the confidence to cover the sports coverage right from the comfort of my desk, as Scotland try to pull off this chase with 10.2 runs required, the required run rate, 68 of 40. Jason Holder has just holed out Berrington as he was caught by Shimmer Joseph in the backward point region. This time Jason Holder banks in shot. The batter backs himself, makes room for himself, hits it towards the third man region. The batter scamper for 2 runs. Quick throw there, and the keeper, a dive in from the batter there. The wicket keeper tries to rip the bails off, misses on the first attempt, and the batter dives in. He's completed. Oh, that would have been out. The keeper missed to hit the stumps on the first attempt. Shai Hope, the skipper, did not hit the stumps. He misses the stumps on the first attempt, and Shimran Hetmyer is surprised there. Lack of concentration from the West Indies keeper out there. He would have been clean, well short of his ground, but nevertheless 2 runs for Cross. This time, good length ball angling into the batter. All he can do is tap it to the deep mid-wicket region. 1 run to the batter there. 65 required from 38. That is the equation for Scotland. That would have been clean out had Shai Hope had taken the bails away. He missed it clearly on the first attempt. Lack of concentration from the West Indies keeper out there. Poor judgment there. And Cross gets a reprieve. Bruce on strike this time. Bowled into the pads, angling into the pads, and all he can do is guide it to the fielder in the deep mid-wicket region. 1 run, that's all, nothing more. 64 of 36. The run rate seems to be climbing at once again. 10.38 required. So Scotland are 119 for 4 after 13.4 overs. A very good over for Jason Holder and West Indies, given how Scotland batted the last 4 overs. They scored 50 plus runs in the last 4 overs, and Berrington has been dismissed. New batter out there in the middle as he joins Tom Bruce. Good ball there. Charges down the ground. Backs away, but Holder follows him beautifully in swinger, and he's been beaten. No room there. He's cramped him for space there. And that will be the end of the over. Dot ball to end the proceedings as Jason Holder completes yet another wonderful over. Just 5 runs in this crucial stage. And Scotland are 119 for 4 after 14, with requiring 64 of 36, with a required run rate now climbing about 10.5. To be precise, 10.67. Jason Holder, the first West Indian bowler to pick up 100 T20 international wickets. This is his 90th match, and he's picked up the 100 wickets. In the second place, it's Akil Hossain, who's on 86. And in the third, it's going to be Dwayne Champion Bravo, who's picked up 78 wickets in his decorated international career. Gudakesh Moti has been thrown in the ball well wide outside the off stump. And that'll be a wide ball. Nitin Menon flexing his arm there. Wide ball. Gudakesh Moti running in this time, angling into the pads, straying down the line, but the batter did not capitalize there, tucks it to the short fine leg fielder, and they make way for an easy run. 1 run. The run rate is slowly climbing back once again since the dismissal of the Scotland skipper Berrington in the last over. 62 of 35, that's the equation out there. Well outside the off-stump premeditated shot from the batter there. Tries to sweep it, but manages to pull it to the backward deep square leg region. And that'll just be 1 run to cross there. West Indies versus Scotland, the second game in this T20 World Cup. What a triple treat to all the fans there. 3 games on the first day of the opening day of the T20 Men's 2020 World Cup. What a start we have had to the campaign. A wonderful game early in the morning today as Pakistan won the game narrowly, courtesy a dropped catch, and now Scotland chasing 182 are poised at 122 for 4 from 14.2 overs. He shuffles across the off stump, goes for the sweep shot, he misses it, and the ball crashes into the pads. And that's a clear out there as Nitin Menon raises his finger. No hesitation from the umpire here, but the batters will still opt for the DRS. He shuffles across the stump, gets trapped in the middle, and tries to go for the manufacturer's shot by going towards the deep fine leg region. And he's challenged the umpire there, just taking the chance there. And it's been sent upstairs as Jayaraman Madanagopal will have a look at it. The batter is already making his walk back to the dressing room. He knows it, but is just taking a chance. Given he's been doing the bulk of the scoring and with not much batters to come in there for Scotland, he's just taken the risk of going for the DRS. He is making his long walk back, waiting for the decision from the third umpire, Jayaraman Madanagopal there. Tense scenes out there in the Scotland camp. 61 required of 34 balls, and their settled batter Tom Bruce has to depart for 35 of 27 with a strike rate of 129.63. It's pitching in line, impact in line, and crashing on top of the middle stump. That'll be curtains for Bruce there. He has to depart. He was already making his way back, and the decision from the third umpire confirms it. He has to walk back, and that'll be the end of Tom Bruce. Curtains to him. Tom Bruce trapped in front by Gudakesh Moti as Tom Bruce tries to manufacture a sweep shot by going across the line. And West Scotland are 122 for 5, with Scotland now requiring 61 of 33 with the required run rate once again climbing back to over 11 runs. Gudakesh Moti dismissing the well-settled batsmen out there. That'll bring 2 new batters out there, pretty fresh new batters out there in the middle, Mark Watt and Matthew Cross. Mark Watt has just come out there in the middle while Matthew Cross is on a runner ball 4. And Gudakesh this time, beautifully bowled. Was this a flipper? Beautifully angled into the pads of the batter, and he taps it gracefully towards the long on fielder and easily off the mark. Forcefully tried to manufacture a shot. Tom Bruce misses the sweep shot. The ball was crashing into the middle of the middle stump. This time makes room for himself, backs away, and drives it past the cover region. The fielder from backward point, sweeper cover, will cut it off and will restrict the batsman for 2 runs. That will be 2 runs for Cross. 58 required of 31 balls. 5 overs to go, 5.1 overs to go, and 58 runs required. Who is going to play the role of the aggressor? Who is going to give the finishing touch to Scotland here? This time, beautifully bowled, well drifted, pitches outside the leg stump, turns away from the batter, and completely beaten for turn there. Wonderful, wonderful ball by Guthikesh Moorthy to end his wonderful spell. Completely beaten there. And that will be 29 for 1 for Guthikesh out of his 4 overs. A wonderful spell by the left arm spinner there, as Scotland are now 125 for 5 after 15 overs. 58 required of 30 balls. That's the equation out there in the middle for the Scottish team. 58 required of 30. And that's how the proceedings stand here in the middle out there. Beautiful ball. A well-bowled delivery from the spinner. That's how the scorecard looks. To all our new listeners out there, George Munsey caught by a brilliant catch. Plucked it out of thin air by Shimron Hetmyer, dismissed by Shamar Joseph for 19. Richie Berrington, 42 of 24. Played the captain's knock. Wonderful cameo. Caught by Shamar Joseph by Jason Holder. And since then, West Indies have managed to pull things back for them as the run rate has slowly started to climb above 11. Matthew Cross on Mark Watt, and with Michael Lee still out there in the dugout, can Scotland try to do the unimaginable? Shamar Joseph banged in shot. This time the batsmen tap it to the right of the bowler and scamper for the run. Shamar Joseph goes for the run out, has a shot at the stumps, and he misses it. Let's see, had the batsman made it in time, if the bowler had got a direct hit, and he was gone. The batter was nowhere in the picture. Shamar Joseph has a shy, and the batter was nowhere in the picture. It would have been curtains for Matthew Cross. A missed out opportunity, but the batters get 1 run here, and Matthew Cross is back on strike. 11.79 runs. That's the equation required. Run rate required for Scotland. 57 of 29. That's the story out there from the second game from this ICC Men's T20 World Cup opening day. Shamar Joseph bangs in shot. A well-directed bouncer, but was it too high? The batter has a look at the leg umpire. Tries to say it was well above beyond his head, but nothing doing here. No signal from Nitin Menon there. That's going to be a dot ball, 1 for the over. The batter is extremely upset with the decision here. Matthew Cross, the wicket keeper, the Scottish wicket keeper, on strike now to face Shamar Joseph. A change of field for Shamar Joseph now. A change of bowling plan perhaps. Has a word with the captain, and minute field changes there. This time bowls in. Banged in shot, and he's hit it straight past the bowler. The bowler ducks in there straight towards his head. It was hit so hard. The bowler tried to duck away and throw in a hand, but it goes past him. Rolls into the boundary. 4 runs. Banged in shot and hit straight. Shamar Joseph did not have much time there to react. He just puts his hand up in the air, protects his head, ducks it down, and it goes past the mid-off region. 4 runs for the batter there. A much required 4 runs for Scottish camp there to break the shackles. Scotland require 57 of 29, and someone needs to play the role of the aggressor here. Will it be Matthew Cross today, the wicket keeper from Scotland? Is it going to be his day? This time, well ball, good length delivery, angling into the batter. He tries to hit it too hard. The handle turns in his hand. All he can get is 1 run as the ball rolls to the fielder, Rowan Powell, at the long on region. Yet another nervy game on the cards today. What a start we had earlier in the day. Pakistan winning narrowly, and now Scotland poised for a good chase. 57, beg your pardon, 52 required of 26. That's the equation out there. 52 of 26. Watt and Cross out there in the middle. And Leask is still out there in the dressing room. Can Scotland pull this off? Shimmer Joseph running in again. Good length delivery. Foolish delivery, beg your pardon. And the batter slices it to the deep point fielder. 1 run to the tally. Singles wouldn't hurt West Indies at this stage. All they would be worried about is the boundaries, and the Scottish batters would have to find a way to get the required couple of boundaries every over to keep pace with the required run rate. The required run rate slowly climbing towards 12.5, and they will be hoping to finish the over on a high note. A big hit, perhaps. Cross on strike this time, angling towards the bowler. Well bowled delivery there, hits into his pads. Straying down the leg, no runs there. That'll be a dot ball to end the over. A beautiful ball to end the over. And that'll be 132 for 5 after the end of the 16th over. Just 7 runs coming off it at this crucial stage. Shimmer Joseph, 3 overs, 1 for 23, has produced yet another magical over in such circumstances. Just 7 runs given away, and Scotland require 51 runs of 24 balls. To all the new listeners out there, hope you're enjoying this commentary and hope you're enjoying this World Cup as well as this game. Please do in a favor, hit that subscribe button and help our channel grow and help us keep motivated so that we come back every single day, have a purpose to wake up and speak to an audience and get in all the live coverage, sporting action and analysis as I battle my 5th cancer, as I have entered my remission phase, as I bring all the games right from the comfort of my desk here, right from my home. Shepherd running in this time. A full toss ball. The batsman charges down the ground, wide outside the off stump. The ball goes to the fielder towards the backward point region in the deep. And the fielder from the third man will cut it off and will keep it just to 1 run. Just 1 run. The ball has been returned quick to the keeper. No chance for second run there. Romario Shepherd, the man with the golden arm, over the ages for West Indies, has been given the responsibility to bowl this 17th over. This is going to be a crucial over considering the circumstances of the games. 50 from 23. This is the over where Scotland will be hoping to break the shackles, break the nerves, and try to manufacture something in this chase. 50 required of 23. 16 point overs done. Matt Cross on strike. Well wide outside the off stump. And Yorker length delivery, and he's tried to squeeze it between the point region but only managed to hit it straight to the fielder in the point region. Straight into the hands, and that is going to be a catch. He is dismissed. What a turnaround of things here. Cross has hit it directly. He's guided the ball straight into the hands of Rutherford out there. He has to make the long walk back after scoring a run of 11. A big breakthrough for Shepherd there, as well as West Indies. The 6th wicket is down for Scotland. 133 for 6 after 16.2. That's the proceedings how it looks at now from Kolkata. Scotland steering with 50 runs to require of 22 balls. The ball was wide and full outside the off stump, close to the wide guidelines. He opens the face of the bat and slices it straight to the fielder at the point region. A simple chance. He's thrown away his wicket here, and the West Indies camp seem to be happy. That'll bring Michael Leask into the middle. 50 required of 22. That's the equation. That's the equation out there in the middle today. 50 required of 22 in the second in the second game of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. The Group C opener between West Indies and Scotland. Right from the Eden Gardens, Kolkata, the city of joy. 16.2 overs. Leask on strike. Shepherd once again this time. A wild swing from Leask. The ball is in the air. He's not timed it well. The ball is going wide of long on. And a beautiful catch taken there out in the deep. A beautiful catch there. 2 wickets in 2 balls for Shepherd there. And has the fielder hurt himself. Roman Powell out there, watching the ball till the end. It was a slower one from Shepherd, and Leask wasting no time, going for the big shot. Didn't time it well. Eyes on the ball, goes for the reverse cup, and easily latches onto it as he falls onto the ground on his stomach. And Shepherd can't believe himself. What a wonderful catch. 2 wickets for Shepherd, and that will be 133 for 7 as Leask has to walk out for a golden duck. Golden duck out there for Leask. And Scotland staring at defeat now. 50 required of 21, with the tail requiring to make those 50 runs. 133 for 7, 16.3 overs. And is this the turnaround over? Romario Shepherd picking up 2 wickets of 2 balls. He is on a hat-trick. Oliver Davidson is on strike. The left-hand young batter will be on strike to face the hat-trick ball. Can he get a hat-trick here? The first of this World Cup here. Right in the second game of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. Hat-trick ball for Romario Shepherd. As said earlier, he's the man with the golden arm over the ages for over the franchises across the globe. He's someone who has the knack of picking up wickets. Especially, he's the one who provides crucial breakthroughs when there's a partnership going on. And right here, he has picked up 2 wickets consecutive of consecutive balls. And he's on a hat-trick. Romario Shepherd running in. This time to Davidson. Will this be a hat-trick? And that will be the first hat-trick of the T20 Men's 2026 World Cup. Romario Shepherd has cleaned him up. The off-stump is shattered. The off stump is gone. He picks up the hat-trick. Told you he has the golden arm. This man, Romario Shepherd, the big man from West Indies, has picked up the first hat-trick of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. What a beautiful ball. He completely missed the line and length of the ball there. He's cleaned him up. The off stump is gone. The off stump has been shattered. A wonderful angling delivery from around the stumps. And it crashes into the off stump. No footwork there from the young batter, the left arm spinner there. Davidson has to go for a golden duck. Hat-trick for West Indies. Hat-trick for Romario Shepherd. Take a bow, gentlemen. Romario Shepherd, the big muscular man from West Indies. The man with the golden arm over the years, over the franchises across the globe. Produces a moment of magic. 17th over. He's been shouldered the responsibility. And he delivers it for the West Indies. Picks up 3 wickets. A hat-trick, beg your pardon. A hat-trick, and brings back West Indies into this game. A comfortable victory is looking on the cards. Our Scotland are now 133 for 8. What a wonderful way to get your hat-trick. A beautiful ball angling into the tailender. Completely crammed him. And completely you miss, I hit kind of a situation. Good seam position. An in-swinger. What a wonderful ball. The left-hander had no clue, and Romario Shepherd picks up his hat-trick. A beautiful hat-trick, and that brings up Sayan Sharif out there in the middle. 50 of 20 and just 2 wickets in hand for Scotland. Romario Shepherd running in. Banged in shot. This time he taps it to the point fielder. Dot ball there. Scotland have put themselves in this odd situation. A wonderful ball. What a wonderful ball to get the hat-trick. Darren Sammy is happy in the dressing room. So is Romario Shepherd. He is animated. The big man is animated. Shimron Hetmyer jumps over to him. What scenes out there in Kolkata. The joy of city coming to life with that hat-trick. A wonderful hat-trick for Romario Shepherd. Fourth wicket in the over for Romario Shepherd. What is happening out there? The man with the golden arm. A full-length driving delivery, and Sharif tries to go over the mid-off. Great captaincy there by the captain to bring in the field for the new batters, especially the tailender. And he tries to drive over the infield, but straight into the hands of the fielder at mid-off region. Jason Holder completes the catch. Poor shot selection there. The pressure was climbing on the Scottish there. And an easy catch, a reverse cup, and Jason Holder seems to be pointing it to someone. Perhaps he was the one who suggested to bring the field up. And that is 4 wickets off the over. What a dramatic over for West Indies. 4 wickets off the over. Just 1 run given. A hat-trick also included in this over. 4 runs, and that'll be a fifer for Romario Shepherd. Can you believe it? Fifer for Romario Shepherd. 3 overs, 20 runs, 5 wickets, and 4 wickets just off this 1 over, the 17th over. The big man from West Indies. What a wonderful ball to get his hat-trick initially. The city of joy has erupted to life, especially the West Indies dressing room. The way they celebrated after the pacer got the hat-trick. And that'll bring the last wicket into the middle. Brad Curry, who bowled exceptionally well today in circumstances today. He was the standout bowler for Scotland, and he will make his way into the middle as Scotland require 49 of 17, as West Indies require just 1 run to win to begin their campaign on a winning note in this ICC Men's T20 World Cup. This will bring in a lot of motivation and confidence to the West Indies camp, who are coming off 2 series losses, one against Afghanistan and then against South Africa. But they have a lot of players who have been well accustomed to this format of this game and these conditions, who play top-level Allied T20 leagues across the globe, and that is what is the strength of West Indies has been all throughout these years in this short format of this game. And they're showing it today with the likes of Rutherford, Powell, Shamar Joseph, Romario Shepherd picking up a fifer. I mean, these guys play T20 throughout the year, throughout the globe, and they will be keen to bring their expertise into this format of this game, especially the World Cup, and put back the demons of the past 2 series where they lost against Afghanistan and South Africa, beg your pardon. And this win will give them the right momentum, right motivation coming off those 2 series losses. And that will channelize their energy in the right direction. A good bowling effort there by Romario Shepherd. A hat-trick and 4 wickets off the last over. And he's also picked up a fifer. What a dramatic over. Complete chaos out there in the Scottish camp there. 4 wickets off 1 over, the 17th over, in a crucial chase. And now they stare at defeat with 1 wicket in hand and 48 required of 15. The last 5 overs, it's been 30 runs and 6 wickets. Beg your pardon. Yes, it's been 30 runs and 6 wickets, with just 4 wickets falling alone in the last over, the 17th over. Shamar Joseph banks in short. Watt taps it to the short of cover, denies the run. No run taken there. He wishes to keep the strike. And he's gonna require to bat at an exceptional strike rate. He would have to do wonders now. The required rate is 20.57. Mark Watt has been stranded with Tailenders here. And 48 required of 14. That's a tough asking for any batsman there, especially with the last wicket out there. Shamar Joseph, beautiful Yorker there, squeezed the batsman there. All he can do is squeeze the ball back to the bowler. That'll be a dot ball. Shamar Joseph shares a laughter there, has smiles all over. A good ball there from the pacer. What a turnaround. Romario Shepherd, fifer in this T20 Group C opener and the second game of the T20 World Cup 2026 campaign. West Indies looking for a win here with just 1 wicket away from the win. Bouncer there was climbing on the batter there. Outside edge. goes towards the third man region. 1 run to the batter there. And that'll be the end of the 18th over. Just 3 runs coming off it. Scotland are 136 for 9. And they require 47 runs of 12 balls with the required rate now seeming extremely impossible. 23.5 runs required of the last 2 overs for Scotland to win this game with just 1 wicket in hand. This seems pretty impossible. What a spell by Romario Shepherd. 3 overs, 20 runs, 5 wickets, including an hat-trick, and 4 wickets in 1 over. What a turnaround. The man with the golden arm. To all our listeners out there, hope you're loving the commentary out there. Please drop in your comments and also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell notification. Stay tuned for more sporting action. Your subscription means a lot, as it will help me stay motivated and give it back to my passion for sports journalism, cricket, and to stay along with the game as I battle cancer for the 5th time as I enter the remission phase. So every single subscription, every single share means a lot, as this will give me motivation to wake up each day, divert myself from the chaos that's been happening in my life at a very early age, young age of 33. And let's all join the sporting community, Sports Beyond Cancer. Let's all uplift one another and spread positivity and empower the spirit of humans out here. And Jason Holder into the attack. And the batter, Watt, goes over the infield, goes over the mid-off fielder, and that will be 4 runs. 4 runs to the batter there. Once again, he goes over the bowler's head. The field's been dropped back, but this time he goes over the bowler's head straight. A couple of bouncers. Easily read the slower one. Goes back and hits it over the bowler. A couple of bouncers. Trickles down towards the rope. That will be 4 runs. The batter clearly spotting the slower one here. Moves his front leg across. Goes straight over the bowlers here. Couple of bounces into the 4. 39 required from 10. Matthew Watt trying to manufacture something out here. A bouncer out there, a slower bouncer perhaps, tries to manufacture the shot over the short fine leg fielder there. Only managed to get a top edge. And an attempt to catch the ball from Romario Shepherd. Puts in the dive, but only managed to collect it after the ball pitches onto the ground, but restricts the batsman to just 1 run. Just fell short of him. Full-fledged drive there, and that'll just be 1 run. 38 required from 9 for Scotland. 145 for 9 from 18.3. That's the equation out there. To all the listeners who joined, Romario Shepherd produced a moment of magic, picking up 4 wickets, including a hat-trick in the 17th over to crumble the Scottish attack. 5 for Shepherd there. Full toss, drifting down the leg, poor ball, an extra run, wide ball there. West Indies shouldn't get complacent here just because the game is now almost over. Every single run matters. Net run rate can come into play later during the later stages of this tournament. Every single run is going to be key here. 37 from 9. Curry on strike now. Good ball angling towards the leg. The batsman tries to flick it past the fine leg fielder. Shepherd puts in the dive, saves the boundary. 3 crucial runs saved there. The batsman tries to tuck down the ball towards the fine leg region. Shepherd diving to his left, stops the ball and saved 3 runs there. 36 from 8 balls. That's the equation. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget to support our channel. Hit the comment button, share it with your fellow friends, family, community, parents, teachers, children, grandparents, grandchildren, sports fanatics and sports lovers. And this time, once again, Watt tries to go inside out, a Yorker length delivery, and that goes flying off the edge. And Romario Shepherd completes the catch in the short third man region. He dives to his left and latches on to the catch, and that will be the end of the proceedings. The ball lashed into Romario Shepherd's hands, and that will be the end of the innings as West Indies have won the game comfortably by 35 runs. He tried to charge down the ground, tried to hit it too hard, finds the outside edge, and Romario Shepherd, a diving catch towards his left, and Jason Holder picks up his third wicket of the day. 3.5 overs, 30 runs, and he's given away 3 wickets. A wonderful, wonderful spell by Jason Holder, the West Indian all-rounder, and West Indies have won the game by 35 runs as they defeat Scotland by 35 runs. So that's the situation out there in the middle. Scotland dismissed for 147 in their quota of, well before the quota, in 18.5 hours, beg your pardon. And the captain, Richie Berrington, looked in good form, who scored 42 of 24. And he was a bit a threat to the West Indian camp, scoring at the rate of 175, along with Tom Bruce, as you can see, scoring 35 of 28. But since the departure of the Scottish captain along with Tom Bruce, it was dead end for Scotland, especially with the 17th over, where Romario Shepherd provided a moment of magic, picking up 4 wickets in one single over, including the hat-trick, where the city of joy erupted to life, erupted to joy, especially the West Indies camp, as Romario Shepherd castled Davidson to pick up the hat-trick. Perhaps the first of his career, international career, and that sealed the game for West Indies. Earlier, Scotland won the toss and put West Indies to bat, and West Indies, who started slowly with the likes of Brandon King and Shai Hope, tried to see off the new ball as they put up just 33 runs in the first 6 overs, and Hetmyer was promoted up the order. I mean, perhaps that could be his role in this ongoing World Cup, especially the form he is in, he and Rutherford. He scored 64 runs of 36 balls with 6 maximums and 2 boundaries, and Roman Powell playing the cameo, 24 of 14, and Rutherford scoring 26 of 13, and they set a target of 183 for Scotland. And in reply, all Scotland could get was 147 for 10 bundled out, courtesy Romario Shepherd's 5 for 20, including a hat-trick, which was 4 overs in a single over, and Jason Holder picking up 3 for 30. Good economical spells out there by the West Indies pacers, and Gudakesh Mothi with his left arm spin, 29 runs of his quota of 4 wickets. And he managed to get the important wicket of Tom Bruce, who looked in fine touch. But that's how the things look here right now at Eden Gardens. West Indies have managed to win their first game by 35 runs. This will give them the right momentum, especially coming from 2 series losses against Afghanistan and South Africa. They will be heading into this tournament, taking this win into their momentum, and they will look more confident going well into this tournament. You can never back down West Indies, especially in a T20 tournament. They have won the game by 35 runs. Hetmyer, Roman Powell, Rutherford, Romario Shepherd, Jason Holder, they're all one of their beautiful, beautiful players who play cricket all around the globe, especially in this format of the game. A lot of all-rounders, big muscular players, and that is the strength of West Indies. They are well accustomed to these conditions, given they play a lot of IPL and they play a lot of cricket and are familiar with such situations and circumstances, especially in the T20 format of this game. And as you all might remember, West Indies won the T20 Cup in India when Carlos Brathwaite hit 24 of 4 sixes of 4 consecutive balls in the last over of the finals, especially against Ben Stokes. And they are a powerhouse in this format of this game, and here they come up with the first victory of the season in the season opener, in the World Cup opener. West Indies win by 35 runs. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the listeners out there who have tuned in to listen to our commentary and the coverage of the West Indies versus the Scotland game. So that's out here from the middle. Hetmyer has been urged as the player of the match for his beautiful knock of 64, and that will be the end of proceedings from the second game in this World Cup opening day. 2 good matches. First one went down the wire, Pakistan narrowly winning by 3 wickets with 3 balls to spare, and now here West Indies comfortably winning this by 35 runs. This is Shourabh Vittalmurthy, a former sports journalist, covering the game live here from Eden Gardens, bringing it to you right from the comfort of my desk as I've entered the remission phase of my battle with my 5th cancer. And this is a new venture out for me, so I'm just trying out as I enter the remission phase to do something for my passion, something for the love of the sport and my sports journalism, something that I can do from the comfort of my home, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. Please share it with your family. Let's all build a sporting community. Please hit the comment button, bell icon button. Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Shourabh Vittalmurthy signing off. Stay tuned for more cricketing action, more sporting action. Let's all build a sporting community, promote sports participation in grassroots level as well as in the community, as well as the elite level. Let's all spread positivity and show the power of the human spirit. That's all from me. Hope you loved the show. Hope you enjoyed the game. Hope you keep continuing and supporting the game. Thank you. This is Shourabh Vittalmurthy signing off from Sports Beyond Cancer. Thank you very much.